In the heart of a vibrant Cuban morning, a group of tourists set out on an adventure to explore the enchanting beauty of the island nation. Among them was Laura, an adventurous young woman with an insatiable curiosity for the world around her. The tour promised to be an unforgettable experience, filled with vibrant culture, rich in histories, and breathtaking landscapes. Their journey took them through colorful streets lined with vintage cars, bustling markets, and the rhythmic sounds of salsa music. As the sun dipped below the horizon, the group settled into a quaint village for the night, soaking in the warm atmosphere and sampling local cuisine. However, their journey took an unexpected turn when a group of armed men stormed into the village, surrounding the tourists and demanding their submission. Panic rippled through the group as they were corralled into an old, dilapidated building. Their captors were determined, their motives unclear. Days turned into weeks, and the prisoners found themselves in increasingly dire conditions. The kidnappers offered little in terms of basic amenities, resulting in contaminated water and unsanitary living quarters. Illness began to spread, with some of the captives falling victim to the harsh circumstances. Among them was the tour guide, who succumbed to malaria without access to proper medical treatment. Laura's adventurous spirit did not waver, even in the face of captivity. She observed the surroundings, noting the potential escape routes and gathering information on their captors. She noticed that their kidnappers seemed less motivated by monetary gain and more by a seemingly ideological purpose. One fateful night, when the moon cast a soft glow over their prison, Laura seized an opportunity. She slipped through a window that had been left slightly ajar, evading the captors' watchful eyes. Running through the darkness, fueled by fear and determination, she managed to reach a nearby village. Exhausted and breathless, she pleaded for help, recounting the tale of her fellow captives. Meanwhile, the conditions of the remaining prisoners worsened. Some became desperately sick due to the lack of clean water and proper care. The absence of their tour guide, who had offered a glimmer of hope and direction, deepened their despair. Laura's journey for help was fraught with challenges. She traversed unfamiliar terrain, overcoming physical and emotional obstacles. She finally reached a village where she hoped to find aid, but her arrival was met with bewildered expressions and reluctant responses. It was as if the villagers themselves were too afraid to intervene. Months passed, and Laura's determination began to wane. She had come so far, yet it seemed that the world around her had grown indifferent to the plight of her fellow captives. And then, just as abruptly as they had appeared, the kidnappers vanished into the shadows. The captives were left bewildered, alone in their decaying prison. With no news of their captors, the prisoners forged a tenuous camaraderie to survive the dire circumstances. Despite their efforts, hope dwindled and desperation loomed. Time blurred into a monotonous haze as they clung to their memories of the outside world. As the years passed, stories of their ordeal became whispers in the wind, fading from the collective consciousness. The world moved on, and the prisoners were seemingly forgotten. The truth behind the captors' motives remained a mystery, and their message, if there was one, was lost to time. And so, the story of the kidnapped tourists became an enigma, a tale of resilience and survival that faded into the annals of Cambodia. Laura, who had bravely escaped and sought help, herself disappeared, leaving behind unanswered questions and a sense of haunting uncertainty of would you travel to Cambodia?